Good morning, everyone. Brian King here. I'm an ADHD success coach, international presenter, and #1 best-selling author, and semi-laryngetic, pardon me. Those of you who have been following me for a while know that mindfulness and meditation is a core part of my daily practice and the core foundation of my lifestyle. I've been practicing mindfulness and meditation for over 20 years, and as somebody with ADHD, I have found it to be the most powerful way of managing my scatterbrain, my anxiety, my restlessness, better than any medication or anything else. And let me explain to you why that is. When you think of meditation, some people have stereotypical understandings of it. They see monks in robes in temples, and that's a very traditional approach to it. But in America, in the Western countries, we need something a little bit more accessible, something that blends with our American way of being, so to speak. And all mindfulness and meditation is just a way of refining the quality of your attention. And when you think of people with ADHD, squirrel, we're all over the place. The latest shiny object gets our attention. And I admit that's something I still struggle with. But when I sit in meditation and allow myself to become centered and very present, very simplistic way of describing it, I'm able to be an observer of the world around me. And as you know, you watch TV, the world can seem like a pretty chaotic place. But here's the cool thing. When you learn to be present and centered and mindful, all the chaos around you does not have to become the chaos within you. You suddenly have an experience of yourself and of the world that does not react to the world. One of these key phrases we're used to saying is, this made me mad, or this really upset me. Well, if you're living reactively, yeah, that's true. But when you can really manage your internal state, your internal way of being, then you are in a position to pretty much always choose a response, choose whether to participate. Think of it worst case scenario. You are sitting in the middle of a hurricane, the eye of the hurricane, where everything is calm. And you're able to look and see all of this stuff flying around you, all this chaos. But you can decide not to participate. You can decide not to allow the wind to come in. That's the power of learning how to be mindful and present. Now imagine how this would apply to a scatterbrain. You're used to your thoughts going everywhere all the time, and this is how you react to that. Oh my God, I'm so confused, I can't think straight. That's when you let the hurricane in. But if you learn to be an observer of your thinking, you can say, yeah, it's quite a snowstorm going on. Yeah, a lot of thoughts coming through my head right now. Let me see if one pops up that's close to the one I'm looking for. I use this a lot when I am trying to remember something or I have difficulty finding words. I will often say to the person I'm talking to, give me a minute. And I'll close my eyes, I'll center, I'll breathe, I'll watch the snowstorm. And usually within seconds, what I'm looking for flies by, and then I grab it and say, yes, that's what I was trying to remember. But it's that ability to be the observer of your mind that is trained through mindfulness and meditation that allows you to do that very calmly, quietly, deliberately, instead of freaking out, saying, oh my goodness, my mind's this racing, my mind is too busy, I can't slow it down. Don't. Just learn to step back and not participate. Learn how to watch it. Imagine how this could serve you in the work environment. Imagine how this can serve you in relationships. Imagine how this can help with just your general anxiety. Because anxiety is a lot of racing thoughts. It's your mind starting off with a what if, and then jumping in the river of what if this, what if that, oh my goodness, the sky is falling. And it's all because you decided to get swept away in the chaos instead of simply being an observer. I hope this is making sense. This is one of the reasons why I use mindfulness and meditation as one of the foundational practices that I teach all my clients. Does it take longer to learn? It can. And there are some people that say, oh, I don't have time for that, or my mind is too busy. Really? So instead of learning how to manage it, you're just going to stick with the same old thing that you said isn't working for you or is driving you crazy. And as I said earlier, remember, mindfulness and meditation is just refining the quality of your attention. Well, when are you not paying attention? You're always paying attention to something. You're sipping your coffee, you're walking, you're making your breakfast, whatever it is. You're always doing something that gives you an opportunity to refine your attention. It's just a matter of learning to use that to refine your mindfulness as opposed to using it to increase your anxiety or your frustration. So I just wanted to share this with you because I just finished my habitual practice, if you will, in the morning, and I will be meditating more throughout the day. Because when I find time to kind of reconnect with myself and be more centered, why pass it up? It refines my ability to be the observer, and no matter what is going on around me, no matter how chaotic it is, I can remain the patient, calm observer that responds by choice instead of responding by impulse, instead of responding by reaction. And that is how you take control of your life. So I hope this has been helpful. If you want to discuss more how you can learn this approach to ADHD from me, go ahead and check out my website, brianraymondking.com. Simply comment below this video or find me somewhere on social media and we'll talk. Until then, have an amazing day. We'll talk again soon.